what's guys? TonyCouldveBeen here. So the big news is not that McGregor got his ass beat, as I predicted. Big news is not Taylor Swift has a new music video out. The big news is, I'm just kidding. I don't really have any big news. I'm making a video about smoking cigarettes. Quitting smoking of cigarettes was one of the hardest things I ever had to do in my life. It required so much willpower, and at that point, was I addicted to nicotine, specifically in the cigarette form, with all the other carcinogens? Yeah, it probably was. Yeah, that would make sense why it would be so hard to quit. And I stumbled across a video, and I just wanted to give my little spin on it. It's the Truth. You guys remember Truth, right? About the anti-smoking and anti-cigarettes campaign. I found it, and I just thought I'd share it. I'll put the link in the description down there. So I'm getting better at that. And it's like right there is probably where the description is. It's also where my penis is. I'm just saying though. So anyway, here comes the video. So I hope you guys like it.
Do you think that tobacco companies targeted people with mental health issues?
If you look back through the documents, they go after people with mental illness, people with depression, people with anxiety. You have this subversive marketing saying you have a problem and we have a solution.
Because you see that it's considered normal or okay. And that's where I would turn to cigarettes and be like, oh, I'm stressed out, so let me smoke a cigarette.
It's despicable.
Big Tobacco went as far as giving free cigarettes to psychiatric facilities.
It's essentially a big bully preying on the weak.
The consequences of this targeting are horrific. People with mental health or substance abuse issues account for 40% of the cigarettes smoked in the United States. And this is one of the leading reasons that people with mental illness die about 5 years earlier than those without.
I'm livid. It's sick. It's twisted.
You're just gonna have to stand up to make the change.
Don't give up. Don't give up the fight.
Know the truth, spread the truth, finish it.
So that was that video. I like to share. Sorry if the volume was low in the beginning. I didn't think that the camera might not be able to pick up the sound, but you know the link's in the description, so you're free to watch it as many times as you want in the description below. It was about 2003, 2004, I think. So like more than 10 years ago. I was first hospitalized, and for the very first time, I guess I had some sort of nervous breakdown. And it was after that I was, or during that I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. And the hospital there, and they had to schedule like smoking breaks, and no one really knew, or at least I didn't think to ask where the cigarettes were coming from. I just assumed one person got like a carton or something and just was kind enough to share them with the rest of the patients there, the inpatients. And I don't think it would have been that recent, but like to think that like maybe the few cigarettes I was smoking at the time, because I wasn't as addicted as I was semi-recently, that those cigarettes were given by tobacco companies, cigarette companies, and that's mind-boggling. That's crazy. I don't know, jeez. I don't know. The few people that I know who still smoke cigarettes, I don't really know what to tell them, because I just hope whatever I tell them doesn't fall on deaf ears and doesn't arrive too late, because I don't know, I just feel like I know one cigarette doesn't seem a lot to one person in that moment, but you accumulate how many you're smoking a day, how many you're smoking a week, a month, a year, a decade, and then it's just like, do you even care about your health? Or like, are you even gonna attempt to quit? I don't know, I think, personally, I think the people who have the hardest time quitting and they actually stop trying, I think those people are the real failures, because you're just giving in. And at least try. I mean, like, at least go to a program, try the NRTs and nicotine replacement therapies and stuff. I used to go to a quit smoking group, and you can find all these support groups out there. And some people will, say, "Oh, I'm not addicted," or, you know, those kind of groups are for people with problems. Like, what the fuck do you think you have, man? Just I don't know. It's crazy. Then again, I'm on the outside. I'm looking in, even though I was on the inside. I was looking outside. Now I'm outside looking inside. But yeah, just I'm sorry, but I'm still trying to get over my ex. I know it's been a long time, but for some reason, these past couple of weeks have been a little bit rough. I don't know why, but they have been. I don't know. I don't know what to say about the whole thing. About life in general right now. But I got a roof over my head, food in my belly, and I had transportation, but I'm working on that. Alright, talk to you guys later.